So guys, some good news. I closed a 2-week trial with a cosmetic dentist and it took like a month and a half for me to do it. So in this video, I'm gonna go over exactly how I did this, some of the lessons that I learned from this and that you guys can definitely take with you in your journey in social media marketing or entrepreneurship in general, because there's a lot of things in here that I did to get this. This was not easy. Now, I'm not making any money off this client yet, or should I say trial, but hopefully I can deliver results in 2 weeks, which I think I can. I have a really solid funnel built out that I'm going to be sharing in some upcoming videos on exactly how I did that. It's a full integration with ClickFunnels, MailChimp, and Zapier. But in this video, I want to talk about the process and journey of me signing this client on this trial. So, like a month and a half ago, I decided that I wanted to prospect a cosmetic dentist, which I know is probably the most saturated social media marketing or digital marketing niche out there. Now, my friend who used to work in software sales, he told me that I should call these dentists before the office actually opens. So I was like a little taken aback by that, and I was like, well, do you mean I should call them at 7:30 a.m. or 7 a.m.? And he's like, yeah, you should call them that early. So I took his advice. I'm someone who, if someone tells me something that's worked, I'll at least try it once. So I took his advice. I woke up early and called dental offices. Now, I got 2 dentists on the phone, and they actually answered the phone themselves, which for those of you who have actually tried calling medical offices, you know how hard it is to get these people on the phone. They're always with patients, they're busy, they don't want to talk to you. And the front desk people in these places are extremely good at weeding us out. So I got 2 people on the phone, one of them agreed to a meeting, and I went in the following Friday. And when I showed up there, he actually told me that I need to come back in an hour because he's busy. So I came back in an hour, and when I came back, he thought I was someone else. He thought I was someone else who called him. He mentioned a different name, and I was like, oh, that's not me. He's like, well, you're here anyway, so why don't you talk to me? So I showed him and his office manager exactly what I wanted to do, and I went through a full meeting strategy with them of learning more about their business, really going through their numbers, the customer lifetime value, and all that stuff. And they were really impressed by my knowledge of Facebook targeting, Facebook advertising, and how we could set up a funnel to bring in dental implant patients. Now, for those of you who don't know, dental implant patients are worth a lot of money. So one patient can be worth between $2,000 and $20,000 on the high end. So he was really excited for me to potentially do this. Now, at the end of the meeting, he brought up something about another marketing company working with him and if that would interfere with what I was going to do, because they were potentially working on Facebook. And I said, maybe, I don't know, but the funnel should be okay as long as, they're not running ads. So he's like, okay, let's do it. So the next day, I get an email from the office manager saying that they have to hold off. The dentist thought about it, and he has to talk to that marketing agency first. And I wasn't devastated, but it definitely took the wind out of me because I spent about 4 hours going there, and I felt like I had won because, I called them before office hours, and the whole process felt like a victory. And then to go through that, I was like, well, it felt like I lost it all. But I didn't give up. And it took me a month of following up and persisting and calling them to finally get them to move forward with this. So here we are a month and a half later, and I finally started that trial today. And I'm really excited to get it going and get them results. Now, contrary to what many of you might think, I went ahead with a trial because my line of thinking was, one, I've never done dentist before, so I can't just feel comfortable charging this guy $2,000 to $3,000 right off the bat. And that's what this retainer should be worth. It should be worth probably at least 2.5, 3K per month. Because if you look at the lifetime value of 2 to 20K, if I bring in, 3-4 patients a month, that's already 10 to 15, maybe 20, $30,000 a month of revenue. So I should be able to easily charge between 2 to 3, and some people would say even $4,000 a month for marketing. But I didn't feel comfortable going in there and doing that right off the bat. My sales ability is probably like a B minus, B on a good day. And I felt like to do that, I would have to be at an A. Now, for me, also 2 weeks is nothing. Like, I'd rather put that effort forward, show him the results in those 2 weeks, and then I can really charge what I'm worth, right? So, that's one thing to cover. But the lessons from this, guys, are, one, choose your prospects carefully. I made sure this guy had good reviews. I looked at him up online. I also made sure that he didn't have a ton of online marketing going for him. His website was okay. He had 5 stars on Yelp, which was great. But he wasn't doing amazing stuff on social media. I could tell that he wasn't running campaigns that were bringing him results. So really, really choose carefully. I recommend going after high ticket items like this, where they have a high profit margin. So even within dentistry, a cosmetic dentist that does implants is going to be a lot better than just your run-of-the-mill dentist. Which doesn't mean that you can't work with dentists, but I prefer to go for that high ticket item. And the second thing is you really have to follow up, guys. You really have to be persistent. Don't let it go. These obstacles are going to come up where they say, hey, we don't know if we can do this. We have another marketing company. They put that pushback on you, and it's your job to stick with it and make them see the value and make them try it out, okay? Because these people don't know the difference between AdWords, Facebook. They do, but they don't. They're not so aware of the capability of the results you can bring until you actually do it. So it's your job to make them see that and make them try you out. So that's it for this video. I just wanted to make this on how I closed this trial and how you guys can go and do it. And I'm still only in about $500 a month for my salon client that I closed that I might go over in another video. And in a future video, I'm going to go over that funnel. Comment below if you want me to go through that full funnel that I built out for this dentist, including the MailChimp and Zapier integration, which lets you send email follow-ups. Because I just haven't seen an amazing amount of videos out there that, or a lot of videos out there that really cover this in depth. So that's it for now. Subscribe to this channel, comment below, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys soon. I'm going to be releasing more videos shortly. And until then, cheers.